Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about gloves riding in the cold. Now, I know you could get thick gloves and, heated gloves, and those would be nice, but today I'm going to be looking at some more affordable solutions, especially for those of you who maybe are switching from dirt bike riding, getting into supermoto or road riding. Honestly, this would even help for dirt bike riding as well. You already have your motorcycle or motocross gloves, so what can we do to make them a little better in the cold? So today we're going to be testing two different types of inner gloves. One is going to be the nitrile gloves, super thin, but the idea is it's basically breaks the wind barrier, so the wind that's making your hands chilled will not get through to your hand. The other one we're going to try is the sort of inner fuzzy, hopefully it just warms your hands up type glove. I don't know. I would just call these glove liners. And we're going to kind of compare and contrast the two and see what are the pros and cons, how they perform, which one performs better, what I prefer. With that being said, don't forget to leave a like on this video if you did like it, and subscribe if you want to see more of my content. And also, if you have any ideas for videos or anything in particular you want to see, feel free to drop that idea in the comment. Or if you have a comment on this, if you've ever tried a certain type of glove or anything of that nature and you have any ideas, please drop them below in the comments. I'd love to hear and kind of just learn more. So with that being said, let's jump into today's video. First, I'm going to take a ride with the nitrile gloves underneath. We'll see how that goes. I'll ride for about 10-15 minutes and then I'll let you know how it goes. And then we're going to hop into the next one and we'll see how that goes. And in the end, I'm going to compare and contrast and kind of give you my conclusions. Alright, so I just got done riding for, I don't know how long, probably like 10-15 minutes. The temperature is currently 34 degrees Fahrenheit. As you can see, there's snow on the ground, so it's cold. I rode with these nitrile gloves underneath my riding gloves, which I'll show you. They're just normal dirt bike gloves, thin, there's no insulation whatsoever. And so I put these underneath to try to break the wind. And my hands, they're okay. They got a little cold though, I would say. My fingers, I can move them fine, but I did feel the cold through. And if I would keep riding like that, eventually they would get pretty cold. I wouldn't say a complete failure compared to just wearing no gloves, but it's not as drastic as I was hoping it would be. Now, I'm going to try out these gloves. They're pretty small. They look like they're kids' gloves, but they're actually small like that, I believe, to be a liner. Or maybe they are kids' gloves. I don't know, but they do fit me. So the nitrile gloves, they offer more dexterity. You can definitely feel everything more with the clutch, the brake, all that stuff. These ones don't offer as much dexterity, so when I try them out, we're going to see how they do. Hello. How's it going? What are you guys up to? Just eating? Okay, so final thoughts on what inner gloves to wear and when. After doing a ride for about 10 to 15 minutes on these inner gloves, not the nitrile ones, I basically came to the conclusion that on the slow kind of backwoods exploring stuff, like when you're just going around a trail like this or like exploring back on an offshoot off the road, these kind of fuzzier gloves, more like fabric gloves, work better because at slower speeds you get a little wind in or it's kind of cold out, but then it's warming your hand up, I guess, keeping the body heat in. So at slower speeds doing stuff like that, these ones actually do keep my hands warmer. However, as soon as I got on faster speed roads, I was going like 60, the wind was just cutting right through those things, and my hands got cold much faster than when I was wearing the nitrile gloves. So actually, when I went and got gas, I actually swapped back to the nitrile gloves and just wanted to test that theory out, and it was true. When I rode higher speeds back, these ones kept my hands much warmer because it's just like blocking the wind completely. So if you're going like under 30, you're probably fine with these ones. Honestly, I'd probably recommend these ones, especially if you're doing slow speeds and like exploring and stuff. But if you're going to be doing roads anywhere above like 30 miles an hour, just cruising, I would actually go for the nitrile gloves, even though when you start going slower speeds, actually, I got off the bike and I was going back a road and I undid a chain to get through, and touching that metal chain with these ones on actually made my hands really cold, where I imagine if I was doing stuff like that with this, my hands would stay warmer. Now, that's where it all comes down to what you're using the bike for, or what that particular ride is going to be. So that's what I would say. Honestly, I thought I was going to come out of this with one over the other preferred, but really, now that I know kind of how they perform, I'm going to choose the one that will actually fit more the style of riding I'm doing. All great conclusions. I hope you got something out of this video. If you do have any comments or questions, please do drop them in the comments below, and I'll definitely respond to them. If you have any other ideas for videos, or if you want to see something in particular, please also leave that in the comments below. I'd be happy to film a video about it, answering any questions. I know I had a lot of questions whenever I was picking a bike, and also since I am new to riding the street, I had a lot of questions about that as well. So please feel free to ask away, and I will be happy to make a video about it. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. Check out one of my other videos on the channel. If you haven't yet, please subscribe and leave this video a like if you did like it. With all that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Soup out.